Okay, guys, we are doing volume of a rectangular prism. The base of a rectangular prism is a rectangle. You know that the area measured in a square unit or unit squared. So what they mean by that and what we've talked about is we're doing this side and this side, so we're doing it times itself. So like 2 to the second power is 2 squared because 2 times 2. That's squaring it up. It makes a square. If I have 2 on this side and I have 2 on this side, I'm going to have a square. You can do it with 6 to the second power. It's 6 times 6. That will make a square. All right. So, and the area of a rectangle can be found by multiplying the length and the width. So area is length times width. Now we're moving on to the volume of this rectangle, and volume is measured in cubic units or units to the third power. When you build a prism, you add each layer of cubes. You are adding a third dimension's height. So now we're measuring this, and the height of it, how high it is. So we're not just doing the two sides of it. We're not doing just this, and this. We're doing this too. So that's why it's squared. So we're doing it times 3. So then when you find volume and you label, you do it units to the third power. So if you're doing centimeters, you do centimeters to the third power. Okay? All right, so let's start doing some volume. Yoam built a rectangular prism shown at the right using 1-inch cubes. The prism has a base that is a rectangle and the height of 4 cubes. The volume of the rectangular prism. What is the volume of the rectangular prism? So when we look at this, it says you can find the volume of the prism in cubic units by multiplying the number of square units in the base shape by the number of layers or the height. So if we were trying to figure out the base, we would go with how many are here. And it's 4 times 3, which is 12. Each layer of Yoam's rectangular prism is composed of 1-inch cubes. 12-inch cubes, because there's 12 at the base. All right, so that means we can move down and we can make a graph if we need to, and we know 1 row would be 12, 2 rows would be 24, 3 rows would be 36, 4 rows would be 48 if I add 12 every time, or I could just multiply 12 times 4. So each row increased by 12 each time. Or what could have I done? I could have done 12 times 4 equals 148. I'm sorry. Equals 48 inches squared. And they're making it easy because they're telling you what your base is. But really, when you do volume, you do length times width times height. All right. Tony stacks cube-shaped beads that measure 1 centimeter on each edge of the storage box. The box can hold 6 layers of 24 beads with no gaps or overlap. What is the volume of Tony's storage box? Okay, what are the dimensions of the base? Well, we know the base is 24 centimeters squared. What operation can you use to find the area of the shape? Well, we can use multiplication. And it would have been 6, because there's 6 times 4. Okay, so The volume of each bead is how much? It tells us up here in our information, it's 1 centimeter squared, or not squared, cubic. The storage box of the base with the area of it is 24 centimeters squared. So what's our base? 24 squared. The height of the storage box is 6. There's 6 of them going up. Because this is our length, here's our width, here's our height. All right, so what's the volume of the storage box? It is 6 times 24, or 144 cubic centimeters. This 3 means cubic. Okay. Another way you can do it is the base of the length is 1 centimeter, or 6 centimeters, I'm sorry. The base has the length of 6. The width is 4. The height is 6. So we could have done 6 times 4 times 6, or 24 times 6, and we still get 144 centimeters cubed. Trying to make better. Sorry, guys. All right, so we just have to remember, if we're finding volume, it's length times width times height. All right, so let's show what we know. Here we know. Okay, they have the inches here, right here for you. So the length of the rectangular prism is 4. The width of it is 5. And so the base of it is 4 times 5 is 20 centimeters, nope, inches cubed. The base is 2. The height is 6. So the prism is 20 times 6, which is 120 inches cubed. All right, I want you and your partner to do 2 and 3 together, please. I would also like you to do 4 and 5. We'll skip that for now, and I think we're rolling on this. This isn't too tough once you understand what volume is, and that's length times width times height, and we always label it in cubic. So make sure you label it in cubes, okay? I would like you to do all of these. This whole page, you do not have to do 7. Make sure you do 5 and 6. And 1 or 2, I don't care, and the rest, all of these. Okay, nice job.